Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today, Avidia Bancorp Incorporated, or AVBC, has filed a current report, and it is all about their upcoming shareholder meeting, but there is a subtle detail that suggests where the company is heading. Quick note, this is not financial advice, just my take on public filings for educational purposes. While most of this filing is just procedural noise, one date mentioned is critical for understanding shareholder engagement and potential future moves. So what exactly is this filing? It is a public company's way of telling the SEC, and by extension all of us, about major happenings that occur between their regular financial reports. Think of it as a news flash from the company. For Avidia Bancorp Incorporated, this is a pretty straightforward update. The company itself, Avidia Bancorp Incorporated, is a regional bank. We've seen some recent news about them being added to the Russell Microcap Index, which is a good sign of increasing visibility. They've also had some insider buying, with their CEO purchasing shares, which can sometimes be a positive signal from management. This filing, however, is about logistics for their annual meeting. The report is dated the 26th of June 2026. This tells us when the company officially submitted this information. Alright, here is the core of the announcement. Avidia Bancorp Incorporated is letting everyone know when and where their 2026 annual meeting of stockholders will be. It is set for the 15th of September 2026 at 8:30 a.m. The location is a Marriott Hotel in Marlborough, Massachusetts. This meeting is where shareholders can vote on important company matters, and management typically provides an update on the company's past performance and future outlook. Now, this next piece is really important if you are a shareholder or thinking about becoming one before this meeting. The date, the 24th of July 2026, is what is called the record date. This means if you own shares of Avidia Bancorp Incorporated by the end of that day, you'll be on the list to receive official notice about the meeting. And most importantly, you'll have the right to cast your vote. Buying shares after this date means you won't be eligible to vote at this specific meeting. This record date is often a clue about potential upcoming events or decisions that the company wants shareholders of record to have a say in. Avidia Bancorp Incorporated's common stock trades under the ticker symbol AVBC on the New York Stock Exchange. They are classified as an emerging growth company, which essentially means they are a newer public company and have certain regulatory concessions. This is common for many regional banks as they grow. The IRS employer identification number here is just a tax ID for the company. Nothing particularly insightful for investors, unless you are trying to match records. This exhibit is standard for almost all SEC filings now. It is an interactive data file that makes it easier for computers to read and process the financial information. It is embedded within the filing itself. And finally, the signature Jonathan Nelson, who is the Chief Financial Officer, has signed off on this report. This simply confirms that a duly authorized officer of the company has reviewed and approved the contents of this filing. So, what is the story here? This filing is primarily a logistical announcement for the annual shareholder meeting. The most critical piece of information for investors is the record date for voting rights, the 24th of July 2026. This date often precedes significant announcements or decisions being communicated to shareholders. Or it could simply be about setting the stage for routine corporate governance. Given that this is an 8K and not a more detailed financial report like a 10Q, the expectation is that there are no major immediate financial disclosures. However, the lead up to an annual meeting can be a time when companies prepare for or hint at upcoming strategies. Overall, this filing doesn't reveal any earth-shattering news, but for existing shareholders or those considering investing, paying attention to the record date is key. It signifies the point at which you must hold shares to participate in the upcoming shareholder meeting. Looking at other recent news, Avidia Bancorp Incorporated's addition to the Russell Microcap Index is a positive development for liquidity and visibility, and insider buying is generally a good sign. However, the company's valuation, with a P/E ratio of 26.2, suggests it is trading at a higher multiple compared to some peers. The current price is near its 52. Weak high, indicating investor confidence, but also potential for a pullback if future performance does not meet expectations. Considering all this, there are no major red flags in this specific filing itself. It is a standard procedural announcement. The real story, as always with companies like Avidia Bancorp Incorporated, will unfold in their financial reports and any strategic announcements made around their annual meetings. Oh, and the research tools I actually use are linked in the description. They help keep this channel going. That is my take. Stay decoded. If you found this breakdown valuable, please like and subscribe for more, and join our Discord community in the description.